I just can't look at her.
Stop looking at me. Okay, stop. Shh. Okay. Okay.
I'm tearing up. Okay.
You're not. We're going to start over.
He doesn't think it's funny.
Ready?
Yes, go! Good morning, Cyclones, and welcome to this week's edition of Cyclone Media Announcements.
Bowling has their senior night at Fusion Alley against Bonner Springs today, starting at 2 p.m.
On Thursday, bowling will have a duel at C&H Lanes in Chanute starting at 1 p.m.
On Wednesday, there will be a track and field sign-up meeting in the Science Exploratorium starting at 3:15. The first day of practice will be on February 24th. Check with Mrs. Haney for further information.
Boys and girls basketball will have a game on Tuesday at Eudora High School starting with JV at 4:30. Even though we don't have school on Friday, the basketball teams are still having a home game against Bonner Springs, starting with JV at 4:30. The student section theme is Pink Out for Valentine's Day.
We also don't have school on Monday the 17th, but basketball teams will be hosting the makeup game against Spring Hill, which will start with JV at 4:30. The student section theme is Construction and Neon.
The select few band members will leave at 8 a.m. to travel to Baker University on Thursday for an all-day clinic with the Honor Band concert starting at 7 p.m.
The trap shooting parent meeting will be on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Cyclone room.
Parent-teacher conferences are happening tonight from 3:25 to 7:25. Conferences will also be happening on Wednesday at the same time. There will be representatives from Neosho County Community College in the Cyclone room and a representative to help with FAFSA in the Media Center on both nights from 3:30 to 6:30.
Mrs. Gerhardt and Ms. Hedrick will host a session in the community room at 4, where they will provide tips on writing scholarship essays. And Mrs. Tharp will host a Q&A session about CTE and work-based learning at 6 on Monday. The two sessions will also be available on Wednesday, but Mrs. Tharp will start at 4, and Mrs. Gerhardt and Ms. Hedrick will be at 6.
These conferences will focus on enrollment for the next year, so stop by with your families to make sure you're enrolled in the correct classes.
We also want to give a shout out to Mrs. Tharp and Mrs. Gerhardt and Ms. Hedrick because this week is National Counselor Week. So if you see our counselors, make sure to thank them for all the hard work they do for us here at OHS. You should do it every week, but especially this one.
Make sure to check your emails and the club and event walls around the school for more information, and remember, there is no school this Friday or Monday, but we have home basketball games on both nights.
We are going to end our announcements with a message from FFA about National FFA Week, so stick around. Have a great day, Cyclones.
Hello, Cyclones. I'm here to tell you about National FFA Week. Each year, FFA chapters around the country celebrate National FFA Week. It is time to share what FFA is and the impact it has on members every day. What better way to show your support of the FFA than getting involved in FFA Week? As of the most recent data, there are more than 1 million members across the United States, located in all 50 states, as well as Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. National FFA Week is celebrated each year as a time to recognize and promote the vital role that agriculture plays in our society. The week is filled with activities and outreach programs that emphasize the importance of leadership and community service. It also serves as an opportunity to engage with the public. Throughout National FFA Week, the organization aims to inspire the next generation of agricultural leaders. Overall, National FFA Week sponsors a greater appreciation for agriculture. Activities for National FFA Week start Tuesday, February 18th with the beginning of our food drive and the Chamber Coffee event. Wednesday the 19th is the FFA Alumni and Supporters Game Night starting at 6 p.m. in the agricultural classroom. Drinks and pizza will be provided. RSVP to Mrs. Gilmore by February 15th. Thursday the 20th is Drive Your Tractor or Truck to School Day. There will be awards for the oldest and newest truck, the oldest and newest tractor, and the best farm truck. The more dents and rusts and scratches, the better. Sign up on the FFA Google Classroom or contact Mrs. Gilmore by February 14th. On Friday the 21st, FFA members will be heading to the Western Farm Show and the Farm Equipment CDE at the American Royal in Kansas City. Have a great week, Cyclones.